Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Wijani. So today I will be presenting about task 2 about the course TSLB, which is about Introduction to English Language Teaching Methodology, and this is about year 2 concept. So let's first, we're going to go through all the details about me first to know a lot more about me. So as I said earlier, this is my introduction. So my name is Muhammad Irfan bin Cherani, and as you can see, my IC number is 050921030737, and my index number is 202408244084. And the lecturer in this post for my lecturer, her name is Dr. Rahida binti Abdul Rahman. So I will be presenting this task 2 based on her teaching and her knowledge that she given to me. Okay, for the activity that I've chosen for today, so this is for the fourth line for the activities. I want to make an interesting activities for the students of the year 2, so they will enjoy more about learning the language. So today I will be teaching about based on reading skill. I want to enhance all of my pupils' reading skill. So based on these 4 class activities, as you guys can see, I have chosen to teach 2 gemilan using this activity to experiment whether it is really make a lot of effects or making the class learning more fun and engaging. So this is the teacher's tables. And this is the station 1, station 2, and station 3. Which is the station 1 is the badminton game, which is of course badminton game is a sport that everybody's love. Even though whether the people are an expert or not, they will enjoy playing the game. So when they play the game, then they have to score at least 3 out of 5 tries. So for example, if they don't make enough of the they have to make 4 or 5 tries, so they can pass the test in the station 1. If, for example, they only make like 3 out of 5 shots in a basket, they need to smash the shuttlecock into the basket. If they don't make it, for example, they only get 3 tries out of 5, they need to take and question whether it's an easy or hard question based on the tries that they get. For example, if they get only 2 tries, 2 shuttlecock in the basket, they need to answer the hard question. If they get 3 answers correct out of 5, if they get 3 shots inside the basket out of 5, they need to answer the easier question. So let's go next, which is the station 2, which is the food menu selection. Of course, every people love to eat, including the younger child. So I've made the activity so they will more interest to play in this game. So they will more become excited and they will be ready their mind to explore and learn what I want to teach them at that day. So about the food menu selection, I want to make sure that they need to select what food that they want to eat as a sport, including the theme for them is actually a free time, and also I want to make them make a selection of a healthy food. So I will prepare a healthy selection of food so they can choose whether they want more based on protein food or more carbohydrate based food. So they will have a lot of variety of foods in that station. So this also including and enhancing their reading skill, because they need to read the menu and they need to order to the cashier or to the waiter. So when they need to talk, they need to read the menu first, so they will understand what they need to eat. So when they understand need to eat, so they need to order and they need to start to speak as well. So without we realizing, we're also teaching them speaking skill, but actually we just focusing on reading skill. So lastly, this is the station 3. I want them to assess whether my activity is really effective or not. So I will give them some question in digital, in web quizzes website, so they will answer whether this activity really make them want to play it more and really make them to learn more about English. So I really want to make sure this activity what effects to them. For example, whether the activities doesn't make any difference in like normal learning in class, or in the opposite, whether the children or whether the people think the activity is really effective for them to enhance their reading skill more, or writing skills more, and speaking skills more. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the theme I have, like I said earlier. So it's the theme that I've picked, which is about the free time, because as a kid, or as a average child or children between 8 to 12 years old, they have a lot of free time. So I picked this topics or theme, so they think this is a really suitable topic for them, because they are very creative kids. So they are really active, and in early years they're really active, and they're really hyperactive in doing activities such as sport or cooking or many creativity they want to do. For example, like I have here foods, and this is all the activities that they play when they have a free time. So when I want to make this topic, so they will like think this is not a boring topic to learn also in English, because when they learn about these topics, they think this topic is absolutely interesting and make them really also want to improve in English without realizing. This is also make them really wanted to play more activities and really want to learn English more, because we have prepared them a very interesting activity. So they will really be waiting every time for our class, for this English class. Right, so this is my toolkit for the activity. I have prepared them in digital as a question. For the activity, we will prepare it in physical. For example, like the badminton game, I will prepare one basket and some badminton rackets, and also a couple of shuttlecocks, so they can smash it into the basket. So they will get whether the points is 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, and so on. So this is the question. For example, that I said before, the easy question is for the pupils or for the students that can make, for example, 3 out of 5 shots into the basket. So they need to answer the easier question. For the hard question is for the student that only make 2 out of 5 or below inside the basket. So this is the question that I will prepare. And also this question also is just a very creative and just using image, like visionary stuff. So students, as their younger child, they love to look at image, like watching stuff, watching videos and watching image. So using this kind of method, I think this will really make them like not boring in class, and also doing this activity will make them like think this activity is more interesting, like not boring at all. So let's go to the question. Alright, so let's continue to the question that will be prepared for the students in the badminton station. So this is the question that they need to answer if they only make like 3 out of 5 shots or 2 out of 5 shots, even they do not get the perfect score, which is 5 out of 5, or below average, which is 4 out of 5. So for example, if they score 3 out of 5, they need to answer the easier question, which is this one I have prepared for them. So it's just a reading basic skills, not like a hardcore, very extreme question that make them thinking very hard out of the box kind of question. No, it's just an only simple question that they will like to learn it more. So it's also in side effect is also they can enhance their reading skill. For example, this is the flashcard I have made in the website using website wall. Within the flashcard, I will show them an image, and behind the flashcard, they need to read a text of the image, which is they only need to read it correctly. If they got it wrong, it's fine. I can correct them. So, for example, this is not also like I want to torture them, like so. It is not like that. I just want to make them learn besides playing some activities. This is like a 2-in-1 activity. For example, playing and learning. This is a very effective method, I think, for students like in the primary school, because kids, they love to play and learn. For example, they always talk about games and so on. So by using this method, I think it's really effective for the primary school, and also including below ranking, which is the grade 2, for example, like year 1, year 2, and year 3 students. So they really love to play. For example, let's start first. For example, the first flashcard is about this picture. As you can see, this is a picture of a kid that's playing hide and seek. So at the first time, when the students see this picture, oh, they already know. If in Malaysia, they already know in their heads by using their own language. For example, we live in Malaysia, so we use Malay. They know that they are playing hide and seek. So right now, I want to teach them about how to read it in English. So I just flip it, and this is the text that will be displayed on behind the flashcard. So their job is only to read the text out loud to the teachers. So the teacher will know whether they are spelling the word, every word in this text correctly or not. So, for example, there are differences from all the students. Like we know as a teachers, some students has really good in English and some are not. So as a job, as a teacher, the job for us is actually make them learn, not like torture them or punish them if they make mistake. As a teacher, we need to correct them. For example, for the low student or a slow learning student, we can correct them one by one word if they spell it wrong. So as a teacher, for example, on Sundays we play hide and seek. Sorry for the wrong spelling of the word. So exactly, this is hide and seek. For example, the normal common mistake the students will make is, for example, hide and seek, because the word is not a lot of students know about this word. Actually, normally as in Malaysia we use as because in Malaysia we just use Malay, we do not use English. So for example, the common mistake they will say, or the students say, was he, they, and seek, which is not seek, because in Malay we have our how to pronunciation of the letter E. So in that case, we as a teacher, we need to correct them how to pronounce it correctly. So when they get it correct and they can read the text, all of the words in the text correctly, and our job is only to click this to make sure that they are done of this flashcard. So this is also the next picture that will they need to say the text out loud to the teachers. There is 6 total of flashcards they need to read the word of the image. For example, this is the picture of a boy singing. As the elder or the teacher, we already know. But for the student, they only know by the words in Malay, which is budak menyanyi. So in English, they don't know what is the words, or they don't know how to form the words for the sentence. So as a teacher, I provide all the text or all the sentence for each pictures in this flashcard. So when we flip it, the text will be revealed and they need to only read this. For example, is on Saturdays we sing, which is a very simple text, a short form for year 2 student, which is a simple children only. We don't need to make a very hard question, like a long sentence or 2 sentence kind of sentence that they need to read. This is a simple basic one, so they know how to read English or how to pronounce the word, the letter correctly. So when they're done reading this, we only click done. That's all. That is all our job as we speak. So the next one will be revealed, and then only need to answer the next question or reading the image first. For example, this picture. So as a teacher, I ask them, what is the person in this picture doing? In this picture doing? They will say in Malay, or if there's the simple word, they can say it's swimming. But how to form the sentence, they don't know. Or they can also answer in Malay first, like dia sedang berenang in Malay. So in English, when I flip it, they only need to read is on Mondays we go swimming. Because this is a free time, also include the days in this sentence, because we have a free time. Children, they have a lot of free times every day. From Sunday to Saturday, they have a lot of free time. So when they have free time every day, I make sure that this flashcard have all of the days. For example, it is only 6, so all days is 7, so only 1 day is missing. So that days they can focus on word or something, because there's only flashcard that will present or make the days total of 6. So, but in real life we have 7 days, right? So only 1 day is focused on the job that they need to do. So when they're done, we only need to click the done. And next picture, this is about gaming, or this also for example that I want to present to the students, because this is the picture of person playing games. As the male students or like the male pupils, they really love playing games. So when they see this picture, they will get excited in learning this. They will like, oh teacher, I want to answer that. So when I present them this picture, they really want to answer, is playing games, or in Malay, bermain game. So when I show this picture, all the male students get hyped. But of course, the female students sometimes they like to play game, but some cannot. So this image really focusing on the male student, because we all know male students are very lazy, are very hyperactive, so they will not focus class at all. But when I show this picture, they will get really interested in picture, and they really want to answer read what is the text behind this picture. So when I flip it, it is say on Wednesday and on Thursday, for example, there's a typing error. And on Thursday we play computer game. It is a little bit longer because the picture is like presenting all of the people's favorite activity, playing games, all the mix. So because that picture is a very interesting and very interactive picture for the male students, I want to make it harder. So when they really want to answer it, because all the male students want to answer it. So when they all want to answer it, I want to make it harder. So I want to challenge them more, because all of them want to answer, so I want to challenge them more, or really want to sharpen their reading skill. So when they get to know, so because they love the activity so much, they will do anything, or they really will try their best to read the sentence. So when I'm done, so I just click done, and for the next one, just playing football, of course, for the male student as well, they will get hyperactive. And when I flip it, they need to read the text, and when they're done, I click yes. So when I speed it up, when it's done, when we flip it, for example, on Tuesday we play balls. So when I click done, all the activities will done, and the students can proceed to the next question. If they don't get, for example, if one student of two or couple of students didn't get all the text correct, for example, if they cannot read one sentence correctly, I will make them read it again. Not like trying to torture them, but really want to sharpen their reading skill. So let's move on. Alright, for the next part is for the harder question, which is for the student that only made 2 or below shots. For example, 2 or 1 shot of the shuttlecock inside the basket. They need to answer the harder question. For example, the activity that I prepare for them is the word scramble. They need to, is the same sentence from the task 2 and from the task 1, which is the easier question, and their job is only to scramble it to the right path, to the right order of the word itself to form the same sentence as the easier task, the easier question. It's the same. Is this the same sentence? It's not different at all. So because I want to make it easier, even though it is a harder question, I really want to make it simple for the student. I really don't want to make them thinking out of the box or really stressing them out, like trying to think what's the answer of this question. I just want to I just want them to enjoy answering this thing and learning how to read properly. For example, they can rearrange it correctly. For example, like the word from the previous task, which is the easier question, is on Mondays we go swimming. So when the students memorize or know what is the order is, or they understand how the sentence works, or how the arrangement of the words to form a really correct spelling or correct word to pronounce the sentence, when they really have the confidence, they can rearrange it. For example, as you can see on Mondays, which is in this rearrangement, we can put on in the front. And as you guys can see in this website, the word wall, when we get the correct range of the word and at their place, or it's on its place, or at its place, they will turn to red, which is it is state that the word is in the correct place. For example, on Mondays, on is the first word in the sentence, and Mondays is the second word of the sentence, which is they already in correct place. Now we only have swimming, we, and go. Now we need to arrange this so they will be in the correct, on their own place, or it's their own place. For example, on Mondays, we already know we go, which is over here, and we only need to put, after Mondays, we need to put we in the front. For example, as you guys can see, we get a point and also correct, which is the word turns to red, which is it means it on the right place. Now we go, after we is the go. So when we correct it, we can get on Mondays we go swimming, which is correct. Now move on to the second task. All the sentence, if the students really memorize all the words of the previous sentence, which is the easy question, flip it. If they memorize it, the sentence always start with the days, which is on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, and all that stuff again. For example, let's go to this one. So when they spell it, on is always on the front because we need to state the days, which is the proposition is about the days is on. So on Tuesdays, of course, we need to be after Tuesdays. And when we get it correct, play ball is already correct. When we move we to the front, play ball will be moved to the side. And actually, they're on the right place. So when they get on the right place, they will turn to green. In this case, they will turn to green, or they will turn any colors beside black to show it's in correct place. So now, of course, on need to be in the front. And for example, in days we have Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They need to be in the correct order. For example, Wednesdays and Tuesday, it is Wednesday first. So on Wednesdays, and Thursdays, which is we have two on. We need to be two preposition for the days, which is on Wednesdays and on Thursdays. So after the days, we need to say we or ourselves doing the activity. So we play computer games. So this is the type of the question, or this is the question that I want all of my students to answer. So they will really train their mind how to arrange the words or how to form the sentence that they want to say to their friends or use in a daily basis. So let's just speed it up. Like for example, on Fridays, we play football. So this is the question. And if we keep moving on, it's on Saturdays, we sing. This is the next question. And we speed it up. And when they're done finishing the sentence, which is for example on Sundays we play hide and seek, and after they finish the sentence, they can move to the next question because they only make 2 or 1 shots in the basket, so they need to answer the hard question. So that is for the activity for the station. Alright, moving on to the food menu station is the food menu that all the students, all the males or the female needs to pick for they have when after they're playing games. Of course, after playing games, they are hungry. So when they're hungry, they need to find food or they need to search for food so they can recharge their energy again. So here are all the menus that will be served to them. We have rice, for example, we have protein, which is rendang ayam, ikan steam, ayam masak merah, and all of these things include rice, which is for the main carbohydrate for us from Malaysia. So when they want to eat, this is the sentence that I already prepared to order. For example, I want to eat. So they only need to read this sentence and state what food they want to eat. For example, like I want to eat soup ayam, and if they want to eat rendang ayam, they need to only to say this sentence over here. I want to eat ikan steam. So when I do this kind of activities, because students they love food so much, importantly or including after, or more importantly after they're doing activities, they are very hungry. So they want food. So when I show this, they really get excited over food. They will like, oh teacher, I want to answer it. So I want to read it. They all will go bizarre. They're all excited to answer this question. So when I prepare this will make them enhancing their reading skills more. So this is all the activity I prepare for them. Now let's go to the assessment for the activity, so the students can assess how effective is my activity to enhance their reading skill. But here is the link, which is the quizzes link, which is also using digital because nowadays all of us is using digital. So by using these links, all the students can, it's only a yes or no question. It's a really simple assessment to the student because they're only year 2 students. So they can so I can make sure all of them can answer the question or assess how effective is my activity. So let's go to the link first. Right, here is the link for the assessment, which is the quizzes. Now let's go. Now if I want to the students answer or take the task or take the quiz for the assessment of the activities, they only need to hit which is play now. Right. So by using quizzes, I only need to click start, so the quiz or task will be start, so they can answer how, so they can assess my activity is. So to use quizzes, you need to copy the code here and paste on the another link or another using another Google account or another electronics device, for example phone or laptop. So what I want to do is use another Google account, so I copy this code and go to quizzes, and by login. So in the student's account and another Google account, they can paste the code in the quizzes and join the game, and it will be looking like this when they join the game. So what they can do is change the name or use whatever name they want, and then he click start and they can start the game. For now, there is the lobby for the game, because we know in the game we have lobby. So the teacher account, we can click start if there is enough participant for all the students, or if they want only one participant. In here, they will show the quiz or assessment will begin, and they only need to answer yes or no question, or very simple answer for the question. For example, do you want to learn by doing more activities? If they say want to say yes or no, it's up to them. It will say incorrect because both of them is correct, because they can choose either one, so it's fine. So now, here we have how was the activity. So whether it's bad, good, not good, or very good. So it's up to them, so they can answer every question. It's whether yes or no, good, very good, not good, or bad. So it's all that. It's very quick, easy assessment. This assessment is really easy, so they can, all of them can answer it, and all of them can assess how good or effective my activity was. So that is all for the assessment. That is all assessment, and that is all on my presentation for the task 2. And I hope to the lecturers, thank you for watching all my this video fully, and I really hope this toolkit will really make an effective or game changer in the education world. So that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy.